We should be back live again. Sorry, have no clue what's going on, but we finally got everything back up and running. We missed Mr. Maniac going down and getting a touchdown. Nipples, you said it best. He was not wanting to throw the ball. He's establishing the run. He was efficient. He ate the entire clock.
Yeah, and now probably Wayne is going to start passing maybe sooner, and he usually doesn't like to pass, especially on the playoff. He's really careful with those passes, so you have to, right? It's just one game and you're done. So you have to be really careful to where exactly. Let's see right here. He has the square. Nope.
That's what he can do really
there we
well.
Go.
He can just take off running.
I have never been good with that, and I have Lamar.
He puts so much pressure on you, and he'll just take off on you in a second.
Yes, he's really smart. As soon as he sees any man coverage, he's gonna step out a little bit. He sees space, he's gonna run, and it's difficult to challenge that. Good pass. Ooh. That was a good defense by Maniac at the end.
You keep calling. I am trying to get the new things posted so people can get back in here. We had an audio glitch for some weird reason, but I think we're good to go now.
I think we're back. I see the stream right now on
Sweet. Let me get this
YouTube.
Posted back on Twitter, and we'll be good to go.
There you go. Only a minute and a half, and Wayne is already on his own 44, so that's really smart. He has to score maybe probably quickly, because I expect Maniac to keep running the ball and dragging that clock down. 3 and 8. This is gonna be. I know that it's too early to say that, but this is gonna be an important one.
It's going to be crazy important because both these guys play such efficient football, and they're both making each other earn it right now. So this is where Dwayne has proven himself time and time again. I'd have to say Maniac is really the new one here, and so far so good for the Bills.
Yes.
Man
yes,
in
sir.
motion. Prescott in the shotgun, back to pass. He's got time. He's going to go deep. That one's just batted away by number 10 at the last second. Prescott had one-on-one coverage there, tried to take the shot. Now, if this were you in defense, you're salivating because you're playing that cornerback, and you're like, yes, go get me one.
Definitely. That will be a really good moment for me. We'll be playing already, running that pick 6. Wow. First punt of the ball.
Bills are able to force a punt here, and that's going to set up 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. So really good punt from the Dallas Cowboys. And we got a good ball game ready to go here as the Bills are going to get their second shot at this one. Going to start this drive from deep in their own territory. Ate up the clock the entire first quarter. Do you see exactly the same thing happening here?
Yes, sir. He has a plan. I know that oh, it's a blitz? Oh, no.
Ooh, nice little catch there.
Nice play.
Good ball right out there for Allen. Caught him against the blitz. Bought himself a little bit of a time. Big first down to get the ball down to the 34. And we're already at the end of the first quarter of OMFL Bowl number 111. Hopefully you guys all made it back in here. The chat's dead right now, but hopefully you guys all made it back and are hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Nipples, an exciting, no, not really, kind of a boring first half, but one that exactly how the Bills wanted it to be.
I mean, it's boring for us, but probably for Maniac, it's really a fun one because he's winning 7-0 against Dwayne, and he has the ball on the second quarter. So, and I think he got the ball at the second half as well, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So another run. There we go.
Yeah, he's going to really establish Cooks, and you got to give it to Maniac, even without like one of the top tier running backs in this league, he still was able to have enough of a running game that people have to honor it. And if you're D. Wayne, this is where you've made your money all season. You stop people's run, you force them to pass, you pick them off, and then you go eat up the clock. The Bills are sort of turning that on them right now and playing Dallas's game.
Yes, and it's funny because Wayne was number 1 on defense for rushing yards. So it is kind of interesting that the Maniac still pushing for the rushing game, even though D. Wayne is the first one on stopping that run game.
Allen back to pass. Ooh, and he's a little off target there. It's going to set up a big 3rd and 10.
I hate when that happened.
Nipple, what are you looking for here, 3rd and 10? You're in the biggest game of the season. How are you attacking the offense?
I will try to do one of the shortest passes in the outside, just to try to avoid Wayne that is on the middle linebacker. I'm just gonna try to pass something outside. That you have to, you have to change your game depending to who you're playing with. And against Wayne, is gonna be challenging to pass on the middle. So, that's a smart play, the one that he has right now. That's the one that I go to all the time.
What's up, Damian? What's up, Nice Langer? Good to see you guys back in here. A little screen. There's your sharp play, but Overcook is over there to make the play.
I told you, he knows where to find you. I don't know how he does that, but
Yeah, he ran over there, just avoided all the blockers and was able to make a play. Turpin, one of the better kick punt returners that we have in this league. Let's see what he can do. He's going to he's going to call a fair catch. I didn't even see the symbol. So Dallas is going to get their second drive started on the 18-yard line.
A much needed stop from the Wayne. It was a 10-0 or 14-0 that was going to be too much for Dwayne, probably before the end of the second half. So let's see if he changed that plan. He still have a lot of time though, but it's the bowl, so it's different. It's not when you're in the season that you can start changing your plans or stuff like that. That's gonna be my phrase today: game plan. So get used to it, chat.
I like it. Well, Prescott was a little off on that first drive. Let's see if Dallas can get a running game here. They too do not have a stud running back. This might be Elliott right up the middle, though. As I say that, he's going to pick up 14 there to the 32. Out of most bowl games, we'll normally see the teams being represented by one of the top running backs. We don't really have that in this game here.
No, it is kind of interesting now that you say that, right? It is kind of interesting.
That McMullen, as I say that,
that's the stretch.
McMullen following up Elliott right off to the left side, picking up 15 of his own. 2 plays, they're already at the 47-yard line.
Really smart, playing first after a gun run and then the stretch one, which is the new funny one for Madden. He knows he has to catch up. He knows he has to score on this one, on this drive. He knows he has to score at least 3 points.
Prescott back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to take off running. He's already done that once. It's going to get him a 2nd and 1 as he slides down. Buffalo is going to have to sooner or later do something about Prescott's legs.
Yes, and then you have to start thinking about Prescott. You have to start thinking about the running game, and then our weird passing game. So that makes you a really a heavy threat. So Maniac has a lot to think about.
It's what makes Wayne so hard on offense and why he puts up so many points, because he just won't turn it over most of the time, and he'll take off running on you in a second if you play zone. If you play man, he's going to burn you over the top. McMullen right off the right side, and this Dallas Cowboy offensive line, Nipples, is taking control.
He's taking control, and only rushing. That's what Dwayne knows exactly what to do. I'm sorry, I'm just reading something here on my other side. I just got a weird message that we're going to have the Costco guys during halftime.
I like it.
We're really happy. So stay tuned for the boom in the Costco.
Prescott back to pass. He's got time. He's going to come. There's a flag on the play. They're going to call an intentional grounding. I, too, thought it was going to be roughing the passer.
Yeah,
Prescott.
roughing the passer.
Prescott was not able to get outside. He wanted the deep shot to the left. He had a little bit of time, but rolling to the right, that pocket collapsed on him. Buffalo's going to have to do something about playing the zone because every time he's in zone, he's getting gashed in the run or he's giving up big plays by Prescott. But that's what Dwayne wants. He wants you to play more man defense against him as he's looking to take another shot here on 2nd and 21. Prescott back to pass. He's going to dump this one off to Ferguson. Another one of his plays he's so good at. You're kind of looking for that second down shotgun run, but he just dumps it off to these tight ends, picks up 10, puts himself in a fairly manageable 3rd and 11, at least in Madden.
Yeah, and for him, it's really good not to at least get an additional extra yards because he's going to need it. He has to score here, Nate. He cannot go without scoring this drive.
Here we go, Prescott. He's got bunches to the left, McMullen to his left, Wilson to his right, Prescott in the shotgun. Man in motion is going to be Ferguson. Back to pass. He's got a nice little pocket. He's going to dump it off to McMullen. McMullen's going to beat everybody there with his speed. He's going to get it down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's where he got you. You play man thinking that he's going to do like a run game, and then you lost that, and you leave the running back all by himself.
We got a 1st and 10 from the 13. Prescott with a man in motion. He's going to give it to Cooks. Cooks with a nice little move. He somehow breaks through. He's going to get it down to the goal line. 1st and goal from the 1. That's a great call right there.
Wow. That's a really great call. It's in the 1 already. Okay. Maniac, I don't know if Maniac has noticed, but every time that he plays a cover 2 zone, he's giving a lot of yards. So I will either switch to man defense or something, but he's giving a lot of yards every time that he plays zone 2.
He has given up a ton in these zone defenses so far. Prescott with a man in motion. He's back to pass. Blitz off to the left side. They're going to get Prescott down. That's a gutsy call on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a really interesting... Wait. Oh, yeah, he changed the play. Interesting play.
The Buffalo Bills sending the blitz and that goal line defense. They get to Prescott. He had Cooks open, just couldn't pull the trigger, ran out of time. Surprising to see Dwayne not just punch it in from the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6. Prescott's going to hand it off to McMullen. Wide open hole. Touchdown. You could drive a truck through that one. Touchdown, Dallas.
A much needed touchdown before the end of the first half. It's going to be a fun one. Does Dwayne has CD Lamb is injured? Or he's out, right?
I think CD Lamb might be out in this game. I think he got hurt either late in the season or early in the playoffs, and so I think you're spot on. I think he might be out for this one.
Oh, I didn't know about that one. Okay, so it's going to be okay.
Here's Hamler off to the return. He had a little bit of a lane. He's going to get it down to the 28, and that's where the Buffalo Bills are going to start their 3rd drive.
Do you think Maniac has to get a little bit more aggressive moving forward, or just keep with the plan and running the ball?
I think he needs to stick to the plan. I think it was working well for him. That second drive just stalled out. But I think you got to stick to the plan here, right? If you start making mistakes against Dwayne, this game could get out of hand quick. We've seen the 37-17 blowouts from Dwayne. He's going to hand it off to Cooks, but that defense... Just... I don't know why I'm slipping on number 11's name here. Lawrence. But he just gets off that edge so quickly. He's an impact player. Buffalo is going to have a hard time running it. If I am the Buffalo Bills, I'm running it the other direction every time. Every now and then I'll sprinkle one in over there. But wherever he's at, I'm flipping the play. I'm running away from it.
Side.
Listen, it's got to be the plan, right? When you play guys like you're going to try to throw to the other side. You're going to try to run trips and doubles to the other side. You're going to try to make you uncomfortable. Running straight to his strength is not going to make Dallas uncomfortable. Parsons, thank you for that nice song. I forgot. Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Back to pass. He throws it right to Overshown. Overshown is an impact player.
About, Nate. It happened.
You got to stop throwing it right to their strength, and that's what Dallas does. He makes you play to his strength. And Maniac, you asked the question on that drive. You got to stick to what worked on that first drive, and running right into Dallas's strength isn't going to help.
Oh, that was a bad turnover, especially really close to the. You have to avoid getting passes in the middle as well because you're going to have Wayne on the middle. So
Elliott running like he's 25 once again. He picks up 5 there to set up 2nd and 5. We're already at the 2-minute warning. It feels like this game just started. And here we go, man. Dallas is trying to take the lead for the first time. If there is anything that you can sort of hang your hat on if you're Buffalo, that is you got a lot of football left to go. In worst case, you're down 7. But if somehow you can stop Dallas to force a field goal here, that's going to be a victory for you.
Definitely. You will. If you stop Wayne here, you at least get a little bit of momentum for your second half. I think it's going to be really important on this drive for Buffalo.
I think Dallas does get the ball back after halftime, so he's trying to double dip here.
I didn't saw the kickoff at first.
It's going to go to McMullen. McMullen's going to come up short here, 3rd and 2 with 1:54 and counting here in the second quarter from their own 18. If you're Dallas, how are you trying to attack the Buffalo Bills?
I'm just going to keep pushing the ball, rocking the ball. It's working, it's still working. I don't know if Maniac has seen that. Every time that he's playing zone, he has to stop playing zone. He has to trust his team.
If you're Buffalo, are you doing that? Are you making that change? Are you blitzing more? Are you going man more?
I will start blitzing or man. I will play a little bit more man, trusting that I can stop them. But zone, there we go.
Nice run there by Elliott. That's going to set up 1st and 10 here from the 12-yard line. Right at a minute to go here in the first half. You're watching OMFL Bowl number 111. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe for more content here from grown folks. What'd you say, Nipples?
No, Maniac, instead of playing different, he just plays zone blitz. So he has to understand the zone is not working right now, regardless.
D. Wayne sort of getting out of his element here, passing the ball a little bit more here on 1st and 10. He wants Ferguson. Oh, that could have easily been picked off by 58. Just dropped an interception.
That was an interception. Madden just didn't give that to Maniac.
That was a bang play there. 2nd and 10 here from the 12-yard line. 43 seconds left to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. It looks like Buffalo's going to let this one click down, so Dallas really has access to their full arsenal here. You can run it, you can pass it, inside, outside. Everything is on the table. Prescott under center. He's got McMullen in the backfield. Ferguson out right. He's going to hand it to McMullen. Nice play there from number 50 to stop that play. Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 6 with 40 seconds.
Someone is injured.
I think Dallas just took a timeout. Was someone injured, though? I may have missed that.
Oh, yeah, probably. I just saw number 16 touching his rib, but I don't know if it's that animation or something.
I think you're right on. I think number 16 got injured, forces Dallas into a timeout, which they probably would have taken anyway here. 3rd and 6 from the 40 with 3rd and 6 from the 8 with 40 seconds left to go. Dallas trying to score right here before half. 3 tight ends.
He has to put some pressure.
He's got Cook to his left. A lot of audibles here early on from Dallas. They're making some changes. Going to put a man in motion in Ferguson. 8 seconds left to go. Time clock's going to be an issue here pretty soon. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He's barely going to get this one off. Prescott back to pass. He's got time. Trying to get it out. That one almost picked off. Number 9 knocks it away. trying to get it to Thomas. Good job by the Dallas offensive line from holding back that blitz.
Definitely. But really, you see every time that Maniac plays something a little bit more different than zone, he's getting more pressure, more incomplete passes, less yard runs. So he has to play more man defense. He has to trust them. I don't know who was injured. I didn't see him.
You got 32 seconds left before half. The Bills are going to get the ball. You know, Dallas is, I'm pretty sure, getting the ball after halftime. Are you trying to push it? Are you taking some chances here?
I will definitely take those chances. Some chances right now, Nate. It's just the one game. You have to make it happen. Or at least one time. Try to pass it one time and see how it goes. And then if not, then just take a knee. You cannot make a mistake against D-Wayne. It doesn't matter if you have a minute, 30 seconds, doesn't matter. D-Wayne can make a lot of happen in just 20 seconds. So you just have to be careful here.
And he's got both timeouts, and I think he's getting the ball back after halftime. You just cannot. You better play a little conservative here, or at least know exactly where you're passing it. Allen in the shotgun. He's got trips or doubles to his left. Cooks in the backfield. He's going to hand this one off to Cooks. That one's going to be a flag for a holding, and I think we pretty much have our answer here. Is Buffalo's probably just going to run this one. And if he gashes in, great. If not, just let the clock go down.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. It's Madden, so you know how we do in OMFL. Sometimes we just want to keep pushing. And from I'm seeing, Maniac probably he's gonna push the ball.
Nipples, I've seen so many games thrown away with the last few seconds, including mine, in the last few seconds right before half. Hand off to Cooks, 51, just insta-sheds, gets back there. And Dallas taking a timeout here, but he doesn't have enough to completely stop this one, so Buffalo could just run it out.
Well, you never know if Maniac passed the ball just because, instead of just, let's see. Because if it's an incomplete pass, I mean, 20 seconds still, probably, I don't know.
Oh, he's passing. Allen back to pass.
Yeah, he's passing.
Right into double coverage. Samuel catches it, but they're going to take a timeout. Now you've got 3rd and 18. No timeouts by Dallas unless Buffalo tries to push it. But 3rd and 18, you should just run it. You should take a knee, whatever. I wouldn't even run it. I'd just take a knee. I'm not taking any chances. I'm not giving any points. Look, you got it as a 3-point game after a bad turnover. Just go into halftime.
Yes, it's still a really close game, so don't take your chances. Oh no, Maniac. I just don't even want to look. I expect a pass right here.
Allen back to pass. He's got time. He's going to escape the pie. He's going to take off running. He's not going to slide. They're going to fumble. Dallas is going to pick this one up. Parsons with the first down.
What I'm telling you, I've got upset. It is wrong for me to be. I'm supposed to be partial, but I'm getting upset. Why, Maniac? Oh my God, no.
I don't understand what you're doing there. You cannot give him that play. You just can't give up free points, and you just gave up free points.
Maniac. That's gonna kill. That one is gonna stick to him for a long time. You know. If he loses that game, that's going to say a lot about that play.
Prescott back to pass.
Smart play.
He's going to try to go over the middle.
Also passing.
Cooks is going to get it, so it looks like Buffalo's going to get out of this one as the no huddle runs the clock off.
Okay.
Whew, and we are at halftime. My goodness, Nipples, what an entertaining first half there. Give me a quick synopsis of what we just watched.
From what I saw that last 40 seconds from Maniac, it's going to be a really interesting second half. I don't know why he decided to pass that one at the end, but it's going to be a really fun one. I think at the end of the day, D-Wayne actually is going to stick to what he does best, just running the ball. Maniac, from what I'm seeing, he's going to start changing some stuff, so it's going to be a really fun one.
I'm going to use your words against you as Buffalo kicks off here. You've said it multiple times this drive. It's the last game of the season. There's no more after this. So maybe Buffalo's just thinking this is the last game. I got to let it all out. But that's going to get him in trouble here because we've had 2 bad drives in back-to-back turnovers as Dallas gets their drive going from the 30-yard line.
I mean, yes, you have to be a little bit more aggressive, obviously, but at the same time, you just have to be careful how aggressive you are. Oh my God, man! Yeah.
Man in motion, play action. He's going to get this one out to Cooks. Cooks with the spin move on number 2, the bird special, as we call it here in the OMFL. 2nd and 1 from the 39-yard line. If you're the Bills, how are you attacking Dallas here? We've already talked about switching it up, trying to play a bit more man. He's sticking in the zone. Dallas is making him pay for it. How are you trying to attack Dallas?
I would just switch it to man defense and I will start covering I mean, that's just me. His best wide receiver and then just on my end, my best linebacker to the running back. And that is it. Just play man defense.
You got no CD Lamb. You've got no running game.
He doesn't have CD Lamb. He doesn't. He just played the only best wide receiver that he has.
Stack the box. Hope you can shut down the running game. Go play against Cooks and a user. Maybe you'll get a forced throw there as Dwayne's trying to make a play. Dallas getting this drive going, though. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Their first drive after the first half. You're watching OMFL Bowl number 111. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button. This is season 111 because the OMFL started back in 2001 as a PC league. Still going strong today with great owners like Dwayne, Maniac, and my guy Nipples here. I appreciate you guys being in chat. Man in motion. Prescott back to pass. The pocket's starting to collapse on him, but he gets it over to Tolbert. Tolbert breaking away there. Gets it into the 27-yard line. Massive play, and against what, Nipples?
Yes. Against zone defense. I don't know if you noticed, but all his D-backs are playing dumb. I mean, I don't have any other way to put it. But they are just playing dumb defense. So just change it. Just play man. Trust your defense, man defense. This is going to get out of hand. If Dwayne scoring this drive, it's going to get out of hand.
Prescott's going to hand it off to McMullen, and he's got blockers out in front of him. Buffalo Bill defense is reeling. McMullen, 7 rushes, 57 yards already on the ground. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line.
Dwayne will do that, right? And Dwayne score here, what would you think? I don't know. I'm just...
Yeah, it's not over.
That he just passed that ball.
Yeah, you're only down 10, but you need to get back to rhythm. And every game, Elliott right up the middle, he's going to score from 27 yards out. Dallas.
He's playing like the old CK.
He is
oh my
playing
God.
like he's 25 years old in his first OMFL Bowl. Zeke getting it done as Dallas is looking to go up 10 here. If you're Buffalo, at least in every game that I've seen, taking that early lead, there's a lot of football left. Guys who slow it down, establish the run, play boring offense, take back the momentum slowly are the guys that get right back in this game. If Buffalo tries to push it here and Allen tries to just make it happen, he's going to turn the ball over. He's going to get himself in trouble. He needs to slow it down, get Cooks established, get that running game established, start the play action, get Dallas to bite up. You'll get the big plays in the fourth quarter. Play some boring offense right now.
True. Now that you mentioned, that's so true. I have seen only one play action from Maniac, so and he worked for him, so he probably have to get a couple to those.
He's only down 10. There's plenty of football left to go here. He just needs to be smart on how he establishes himself. He's got trips to the left, 22 in the backfield, Allen under center. Back to pass.
Be careful with the middle.
He's going to get it over to Kincaid. Kincaid running away from number 7. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. That could have been a dangerous play. I have no clue.
No.
I'm just being honest. No clue. What's up, Cabo?
I forgot his name. Probably the chat will tell me. I don't. That's Diggs, right?
Yeah,
Diggs.
maybe.
Trevon Diggs.
That double mug can be one of those defenses that either works out really great for you and you get big plays, or you get gashed like you did that time. I'm telling you, Buffalo needs to be careful here. 1st and 10 from their 49-yard line. Back to pass. He's got time.
Back to pass.
Get it over to Irv Smith Jr. there. He's going to haul it in to only set up 2nd and 7. And now Dallas is doing what you said Buffalo should have done. I'm going to man him up. I'm going to send a couple of blitzers. I'm going to try to force a bad play. And Buffalo's kind of trying to get away with drags here.
Yes. And Maniac is only passing short, so he has to push a little bit more the ball a little bit more further. Just be outside of that middle. Play outside.
We got Twins bunch here with 22 in the backfield. Allen under center, back to pass. Man blitzing right off the left side. Again, Buffalo not sticking to a boring offense, and it backfired.
This is his 4th, 5th pass in a row. So you see his plan is already changing. He's getting anxious, so he's changing to his old habits of just passing the ball. He just have to keep running the same way that you said at first. Keep the boring ball.
He's totally gotten away from him. Now he's spreading them out 5 wide. Allen in the backfield. Better watch Parsons on this one. Back to pass. He's got time. He's trying to get it over the middle. He's got Levert. Levert's going to bring that one in. Nice play. Allen to Levert. 1st down from the 35.
Smart play. If you see a man defense, then you can probably throw in the middle.
You got to be careful, though. We've already seen Overshown making some big plays against these Buffalo Bills. And listen, if you're not careful and you make up your mind where you're going to go, D. Wayne's going to make you pay for it more often than he won't. 1st and 10 here from the 35-yard line. Buffalo playing the shotgun again. He's got doubles, twins to the left, 1 to the right. Cooks in the backfield. Number 1 goes in motion. Allen back to pass again. He's going to get it over to Samuel. Samuel's going to bring that one in. Overshown kind of played the drag. He twisted back around, came back. Nice play development there for Buffalo. 1st and 10 from the 22.
Yeah, a couple complete passes. Probably Maniac is going to feel a little bit much better now that those are working. So, but I think he has to be a little bit careful, though. Keep passing the ball. Probably there's going to be that one that is going to get intercepted. So
I think we've seen one run this entire drive.
He hasn't. So probably Wayne.
Allen in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers, actually 1 tight end, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. He's trying to get that on the drag again. He's really starting to attack the underneath of Dallas. He better be careful. He needs to establish this run here. Going to set up 2nd and 10 from the 22. If you're Dallas, you see how Buffalo's trying to attack you, and to me that's playing into Dallas's strength and into their hand. But you also have to be careful because Allen can take off, and he's got the big arm. He can hit you deep. 2nd and 10 here from the 22. Allen in the shotgun. He's got Cooks right next to him.
Play.
Back to pass. Oh, he's got a man right in his face.
Pressure
straight from, I think is that Lawrence, number 90.
That's Lawrence, yeah.
Going to be 3rd and 16 after the big sack from Dallas.
He was looking at his running back to pass, but as soon as he saw Wayne on the middle, he decided to just take the sack.
Which is a good read, but sets you up for a tough 3rd and 16 here as you're already down 10 from your 28.
What will you do here, Nate? Will you pass it?
Yeah, something safe, something that you know you can either throw it away or get a completion. Man in motion here. He's trying to get in the middle. Overshown picks him off again. Overshown is just picking on Buffalo.
It was going to happen. That sucks, though. He needed that. Maniac needed at least 3 points.
We've seen it, though. He didn't establish the run. He's playing the pass. He's taking away the middle. If you're Buffalo, you need to pivot here. You need to start to try to make some plays on the outside. Let's see what Dallas does on their first drive. On their sixth drive here of the game, their second and first half. Prescott, he's going to throw right to number 3, and he drops the ball.
Oh, my God. Guys, that's why you should be using over your defense. Oh, my God.
Emotional damage.
Bruh. Why?
That hurts, though. That hurts.
Why?
Maniac probably is throwing his remote to the TV.
That's
right
a tough
now.
one.
Oh my
Second and 10 here from the 21-yard line. Prescott's going to put a man in motion. He's going to give it to Cooks. Cooks trying to make a play, and he just overruns the defense there. 43 had him shut down. He overran it a bit to set up a 3rd and 2 here for the Dallas Cowboys from their 29-yard line. We've seen sort of a ball control offense from both these teams until Buffalo went down, and then they started to push it a little bit. I think if they can both kind of get back to establishing this, not only is this game going to fly by, but we're going to be in for a really great fourth quarter. McMullen shut down in the backfield. Buffalo's defense showing up. And as somebody who's one of our better defensive players than you got to love that play there.
Yes, that's huge stop. That was a huge stop. Man defense, so that's really good as well. So that huge stop, much needed one. What's the name of that? Can return it. What's the name of that?
Hodges Tomlinson. What a long name we got going there.
Yeah.
Well, Buffalo's going to start their 6th drive of the game, their second one here of the second half from their 29-yard line. I've given you my thoughts. If you're the Buffalo Bills trying to get back in this, what are you trying to do? How are you attacking the Dallas Cowboys?
I will go back to the running, probably. I probably my versa. I will go back. I will stick with the passing because probably Dwayne's gonna expect runs because he knows that I'm afraid to pass now. So let's see.
Cooks is going to go off the left side. Overshown in the backfield. Cooks jumps over him for a small gain. Overshown by far has to be the MVP with a lot of football left, but this guy has taken over and single-handedly has the lead for Dallas in this game. Dwayne and his user is just really good, and when he's at his best, it's when he's in the backfield. He's able to shut down your run game with that middle linebacker and take away the middle of the field. Listen, it's what made me want to play middle linebacker more often because Dwayne can just completely change a game by shutting down the middle of the field and forcing you to the outside where his playmakers are ready and waiting. Man in motion, Allen gets it out, but pressure at his feet. He's going to throw that one away. It's going to set up a big 3rd down. 3rd and 7 from their 33.
Wow. Good defense from the man as well. Wow.
Looked like Allen didn't drop far enough back on that one.
Yeah.
That pressure right up from the middle where Dallas has been getting most of their pressure today has been those defensive tackles right in the middle. And that's the worst place to get pressure as an offense is right in the middle. Allen with 3 receivers, Cooks in the backfield, back to pass. He's got time and space. He's going to get that one. That one's going to be dropped by Kincaid, I think number 10 is. He had a man open. If he could have waited a little bit longer, the pressure was coming. The Dallas Cowboys with a big stop. Buffalo got a punt.
That's going to be a good punt, though. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Dallas with their 7th drive here of the game. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. And Dallas tried to establish the run and eat some clock, but Buffalo did a really great job of shutting down that run. Now let's see how Dallas attacks Buffalo. Buffalo needs a stop here. McMullen is barely squeezing away. I think we're going to get a holding call here, though.
It's a holding call. That was a...
Yeah, Ferguson's going to get called for holding. That one's going to come back. 1st and 10 from, or 1st and 17 from the 27-yard line.
I expect a pass in here. A surprise one.
It wouldn't surprise me if we seen even some kind of shotgun run, but he's not coming out in shotgun, and let's see how Dallas attacks him here. It's calling a little bit of an audible. I think we got a little RPO action going here. Prescott making some changes. He's going to hand this one off to McMullen. McMullen just won't go down. He's juking his way. He's going to pick up a first down. Buffalo had him stopped for a short gain, but McMullen making it happen.
Yes. I'm so happy that I'm not Buffalo right now. I will be so upset about that. But he's unstoppable. That running back is huge. So that's one of his imports, right?
It is, and Buffalo just not tackling very well. We see that happen in Madden sometimes, where if you're not for sure on that tackle, you actually push the CPU out of the way and give a little bit of a lane for the other team to cut it back. McMullen can now use the juke move, a.k.a. the bird special, sprinkle it out there on the field, picks up the first down.
Where are we playing?
What stadium is this? Is this Las Vegas? No, huh?
That's Caesar Dome, right? That's the Caesar.
Oh, it's the Superdome. Duh.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm an idiot. Prescott back to pass. He's got a little play action. Plenty of time. It closes down on him, though. He's going to throw that one a little short. Bishop was covering along. That was going to play right into Buffalo hands. 2nd and 10 from their 44. My favorite place to watch a football game, right here at the Caesars Dome in New Orleans. Two really good teams going at it. We got a good bowl game going here. You're watching OMFL Bowl number 111. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content from grown folks. And if you're an adult who plays a game, we probably got a group that plays it. Details of the Discord down in the description. Lots of D's, which is not something we're seeing a lot today. Buffalo getting right at him and almost made a play on the screen. That's a very good play by Buffalo, but almost a great play.
Really great play. That was a much needed one.
We got a 3rd and 14
here. He's probably going to run the ball, put some pressure on it.
Prescott's going to get this one, dump it down. Wilson's going to go down. Buffalo did a good job. The one time you probably should play zone. He did a good job of keeping everything in front of him. 4th and 6. Dallas is going to punt this one back. And Buffalo has an opportunity to get back into this one here early in the 4th, but he's going to have to make some plays because the clock is now not your friend.
Yeah, this is the drive. He has to score in this drive. Still have a lot of game though, but he has to score in this one.
He's got a long way to go from the 18-yard line. 7:40 left to go in the final quarter of OMFL Bowl number 111. Let's see if Buffalo can find some answers. The Dallas Cowboys and Overshone has just completely taken over this game. Pun intended. More shotgun here from Buffalo. He's got twins to the left, number 1 to the right, Cooks in the backfield. Little play action. He's going to give up a sack because Overshone
he wanted that
back.
Square. He wanted that square,
he wanted to attack the middle there. D-Wayne gets back. Parsons breaks loose. Sack from Parsons. And Buffalo is sticking to a plan, but one that isn't evolving. And that plan is I'm going to attack the middle of the field, and that's playing into Dallas's hand.
Yes, he has to figure out something quickly. He has Josh Allen, so he has arm, probably throwing. Who's that? He has Samuel. He's really fast, so probably pushing the ball a little bit more far.
He's going deep to number 0, and that one's just going to be too deep, knocked away by 26. He did have the deep drag or crosser that was crossing around. He would have had to place it over the top. He ended up trying to take the deep route. We got 3rd and 18 here from the 10-yard line.
He has to make this one.
This music is going to get me popped on YouTube. I hate that they make games with music that get you in trouble from playing and streaming the game with music that you didn't ask for. It drives me nuts. 3rd and 18 here for the Buffalo Bills. You can put a man in motion. Allen back to pass. Plenty of time. He's going to get that one over to Levert, but Levert cannot make a play. 4th and 3, just a couple of yards short.
Can he go for it?
He technically can because he's losing in the 4th quarter.
Yeah. Should you? I don't know. I mean, I will go for it.
I mean, you got to at least think about it, but you're from the 26, so if you don't make it, this ball game's over. And it looks like Buffalo's really taking his time.
If you give back the ball still to Cowboys, they're gonna run the ball.
Yep.
That's gonna keep a lot of time.
But now if you're Buffalo, you
have to go for it.
You're not making a decision here, so now you're gonna have to burn a timeout. Actually, you're not even burning a timeout. You're just taking a delay game.
Oh, okay. D-Wing is a nice guy, though.
Yeah, he didn't accept it there. I don't know what's going on over there right now, but what's up, Daniel?
Probably they're DMing each other. Hey, just let me get this one.
Yeah, let me check the DMs to see. I don't see anything.
No, I see Maniacs moving now.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, well, thankfully, Dwayne is a nice guy because there's no way I'm letting that one slide. 4th and 3. Here we go. This might be the ball game, Nibbles. Yeah, Allen in the shotgun. Cook's right next to him.
He probably is going to do drag. I expect a short drag or so.
Back to pass.
Too much.
Play clock is. Oh, Lefert with a big play. He's at the 40.
Ooh.
He's at the 35. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Oh, that's a good one. I have to clap for that one.
What a play from the Buffalo Bills. Allen to Lefert. He breaks a tackle, he rolls to the left, and he flat out runs everybody, and Buffalo is back in this ball game.
We have a game. That was a huge one. That was a fun one. Wow, that was a huge one. Love that one. A great animation as well, but love that one.
The kick is going to be up, and it's going to be good. We got a 3-point game going into the 4th quarter. If I can make any point at all, though, I would say what we've been talking about Buffalo all game, you better not go back to passing if you get this ball back. You better go back to running the ball. Find your running game again because, you got lucky there. You got a nice play call, a nice play, but you got lucky with that little break and then run. So... Now, if you're on the other side, though, you've been playing really good defense against Dallas. How does Dallas attack you? They're short some playmakers. Dallas's strength this game has been that run game. So let's see how Dallas attacks him.
Yes. But we have to give it to Maniac because Cowboys have 2 interceptions. And even though with 2 interceptions, only 17 points. So Maniac is still doing a really great job as well. So
the last 2 drives,
really good one.
Yeah, the last 2 drives, Buffalo has stepped up and made some plays. Let's see what Prescott's going to call here. 2 receivers, Elliott in the backfield. Prescott's going to go ahead and give it to Elliott, but he's going to get shut down quickly in the backfield. Nice play there from Buffalo.
Nice plays.
A little zone blitz defense there to set up 2nd and 11 from the 29. Roger, absolutely right. Dallas forces you to play into his strengths, and if you don't evolve and change, usually those strengths end up playing well out for Dwayne and those Cowboys. But Buffalo doing what they need to do here. Prescott spreads them out. He's got McMullen in the backfield, usually where you like to see a handoff from McMullen. Back to pass. Prescott's going to check it down. Wilson with a little juke move. He's got a lane now. So Wilson doing his best. Levert there. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Wilson. Really huge play by Wilson. And surprising that Dwayne passed that one as well.
Yeah, I was expecting a run there, but D. Wayne
I was expecting a run.
has been playing out of his sort of normal, but against the zone defense, which D. Wayne has done a really good job of burning all day here. 1st and 10 from the 42. It's going to hand off to Elliott. Elliott with a nice play. 2nd and 2 here from the 34.
Yeah, I think from here moving forward, we probably is going to expect a lot of runs from D. Wayne.
Yeah, that was the big play he needed to sort of eat some of this clock. He's guaranteed himself at least probably 3 here. Plus, he's just going to eat the clock. 2nd and 2 here from the 34-yard line.
It's going to be
given to McMullen.
This is going to be an important one.
McMullen just doesn't want to go down.
Short?
10 rushes for
Okay.
78 yards. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. And now the clock starts to become a bit of a factor. At least if you're Buffalo, you're thinking about, do I take more chances here? Do I give up a play? Like, how am I going to start to defend them? Because Dallas is going to eat the clock, and probably go to those shotgun runs that we know he'll call and gash you on.
Yeah,
Prescott.
This is going to be... I will still put pressure on it.
Elliott with a nice move. Little man
my
defense
God.
there. Everybody gets it blocked up. No, I'm sorry, not a man defense.
Playing like that.
It's against
He's
these
almost
cover
50 years
twos.
old.
And it's against a lot of these cover twos. We've seen Buffalo's cover 2
Yes.
defense get gashed in the run. And Maniac is sort of stuck to his guns. He's playing those, and so he's seen something in the normal Dallas film study that says you should play this way, and it's really not working out well for him. McMullen off the right. It gets broken down pretty quickly, though, for a short gain. 2nd and 8 here from the 14. And if you're Buffalo, you're doing everything in your power to hold to a field goal here with 3:30 and counting left to go in the 4th quarter.
We should be expecting a lot of blitzing here, Nate. No more zone. He has to put pressure. He just needs 3 points. A touchdown is over.
Yeah, touchdown. Yeah, we've seen crazy things happen in the OMFL, so I won't say it's over, but it's all but over. 2nd and 8 here from the 14-yard line. 3:11 and counting to go. Prescott under center. A lot of audibles here from Dallas. Prescott back to pass. He's got the drag. Wilson's going to bring that one in to set up 3rd and 1 with 2:57 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Nobody using timeouts just yet, so Buffalo trying to hold on to those. Dallas is going to get this to the 2-minute warning unless something weird happens here. 3rd and 1 here from the 8. Are you sending everybody?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm really surprised that he passed, though, on that one.
Going to hand this one off to Prescott or McMullen, and McMullen has not went down on the first tackle all day long. He bounces off, picks up the 1st down. 1st and goal, Dallas from their own 2-yard line. That's going to get it.
That's going to hurt a lot.
That's going to get it to the 2-minute warning here. Buffalo's going to have to start using their timeouts now. Now it's all in, and you're going to get the ball. You know, if you can stop them 3 and out, force the field goal, you'll probably get the ball somewhere in the 20-second range, 25-second range, and then you're going all out for a touchdown. And now a touchdown for sure. This game's absolutely over. First and goal from the 2-yard line for Dallas. McMullen, who's just been the man here in the second half, is probably going to get the carry.
Definitely old McMullen here.
McMullen's going to get hit in the backfield and go down, and Buffalo not taking a timeout.
Wait, what?
Dallas is going to go to their true clock. I'm not sure.
Is Maniac playing or this is outlaw? I'm joking.
1:25 left to go. Probably see the timeouts after this, but that's a gutsy call here. McMullen in the backfield. It's going to go to McMullen. It's going to get hit. He's not going to go down. They're going to put him in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. This game is over.
I mean, if you see it out this way, probably keeping the timeouts was smart. Probably he has to score. Just I don't know.
Yeah, but then why not just play dime defense and let him score or something? If you're trying to play the like score quick, get a onside, save my timeouts. But gutsy call from Maniac. Maybe he'll let us be able to pick his brain about that one. Dallas also has been kicking it out of the end zone all game. Just did not want to play any kind of special teams demons with the Buffalo Bills. So now it's all on Buffalo. Let's see what kind of play he can make here. He's been wanting to attack the middle of the field for a majority of this game. Let's see if he continues to do so as they come out in a 3-wide, 1 tight end, 1 running back formation. 1:16 left to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. 1st and 10 from the 30. Allen back to pass. He's going to go deep. That one knocked away the last minute by number 14. I think that's Bale. He had a man there for a second, but it's such a deep pass. He backed up so much. Gave 14 a chance to get over there and make a play. 2nd and 10 now with 1:10 left to go. What, as a defensive coordinator, are you wanting to blitz here? Are you wanting to play zone defense? Like, what are you thinking?
I will play mostly man defense. No blitzing, no pressure at all. Just having everyone in the back.
Trips to the left, 1 to the back. This is going to be handoff to Davis in the backfield. Overshown, though, avoiding the block to set up a 3rd and 1. Still no timeouts from Buffalo. They're not running, no huddle, which is surprising.
Yeah.
He might be waving the white flag here.
Flag.
We haven't seen too many.
It was a great game for Maniac.
We haven't seen too many white flag games here. It looks like Dallas took a timeout there.
Oh, okay.
We haven't seen too many white flag OMFL bowls. The last one, though, that we had was a blowout. I think it was 49ers versus the Desperados. I think that was the last one of Madden 24. That was a bit of a blowout, but looks like Maniac might just be waving the white flag. Let's see what he does with 44 seconds left. And what a great season by both. Nice pass. Coleman drops it, though. Number 0
he has
cannot bring
to trade
it in.
that guy right away. He has been like three drops from him right now.
Yeah, Coleman
he's a rookie.
not able to
He's
make
a
a
rookie,
play.
though. He's a rookie, but
You
still.
got to, if you're Buffalo, it sucks. Listen, I've been in this position. It sucks to say this, but you got to take pride that you were here. Like, you had such a good run to the very end of the season. 4th and 1 here for the Buffalo Bills from their own 39. No matter how this one turns out, you played a hell of a game. Cooks is going to get the 1st down. They're going to take a timeout finally with 34 seconds left. But if you're Buffalo, you fought. You had a hell of a good season. You got a team that can compete again next year. No one in the AFC really stepped up to challenge you. There were some tight games, some close games, but let's see what happens in the AFC. Buffalo, I think, could be right back in this one again next year.
Definitely, he's a team to beat on the AFC right now. So, really amazing season. And it was a close game. It doesn't matter if it's 10 points. It was closer than that.
Nice catch there from Samuel Allen, barely able to get that one out. It's been the story of the game. The defensive pressure from up the middle and the zone defense in the middle of the field has just been magnificent. It's been flawless almost all game, outside of the one big play to Levert, but that was on the outside. I think the mistake here was that Buffalo didn't attack the outside a little bit more, didn't play a little bit more man defense. And now Maniac is going to do the thing. He's going to go ahead and kick the field goal, try to get the quick 3 points, try to get it onside, and then Hail Mary this thing. My goodness, I'm already playing this out in my head if this goes this way. Buffalo lining up for the field goal. Going to make this a 7-point game. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Good play there from Maniac. Going to make this a 7-point game. 25 seconds left to go.
I mean, it can happen.
We've seen crazier things happen in the OMFL. I guess I shouldn't have said this one was over.
And I want it now to happen so we can go to overtime. That will be a fun one.
Here's the lining up for the onside. What a great season. What a good game. Not a blowout. Yes. Good, hard-fought game. Buffalo's trying to get them the onside. The kick is there. Ooh, it squirted through, but Wilson's going to bring that one in. That one looked like it had potential there for a second, but it looks like D. Wayne's going to fall on it and win what I think is somewhere between his 5th or 6th championship here in the OMFL, but his first in a very long time.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time that D. Wayne was in the OMFL Bowl, to be honest. So it's going to be a fun one. I expect the AFC to be a little bit more. Next year, both divisions in conference are going to be way different. I mean, I don't want to say too much because this was a great game, but I don't see both teams making to next year.
Well, Mr. Nipples, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Feel free to keep hanging out. I told the guys they can jump in here if they wanted to do some interviews. A really great season from both of these guys. Hell of a game, man. Really, really good game. They both fought hard. Neither one had to deal with the onslaught of the 49ers. Dallas getting a big victory over the Seahawks. The Buffalo Bills, a big victory over the mighty Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. I got that right. Both of them had a great game. This was really fun to call. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Hopefully these guys will jump in here for some interviews. But your season 111 champion, Dallas Cowboys, as Randy Moss brings out the trophy all shiny and clean for Mr. D. Wayne to hold up. Let's talk really quick before you get out of here and before we wrap it up. MVP, it's got to be Overshown or McMullen, right?
I will say Overshown. He was a game changer regardless. He was the one who made those stops when they needed at the end. That last one close to the end zone was a game changer. Overshown he has to be the guy. McMullen, the other running back, you also have Zeke Elliott. He played really great. So you have two really good running backs at the end of the day. But defense won this game for me.
I cannot agree with you more. It's got to be Overshown. He had the pick on the 3rd drive of the game. Ends up turning into a field goal after Buffalo dropped 2 interceptions. Then there was the fumble right before half. Now, they got lucky and that didn't turn into anything. But then Overshown again on, the 5th drive of the game. It was the first after halftime. Overshown again with a very big pick, and it just was all Buffalo after that. Now, Levert tried to help them get right back into it. He had the massive play off to the left side, but McMullen comes right back. It was a 3rd and 14 from the 40, and McMullen picks up 15. Levert then scores the big touchdown after breaking the tackle. Oh, this is what it was. It was Dallas starts their 8th drive of the game, 3rd and 1 from the 8. McMullen bounces off of 3 guys to make it 1st and goal. They end up punching it in. McMullen, 1 play after that. Buffalo goes down, does the smart thing. They get their field goal and then try to get the onside kick. Really, really great game, but I think we're both in agreement. It's got to be Mr. Overshown as the Dallas Cowboys goes ahead and does their highlights. We got Mr. Maniac here coming in and hanging out with us after that great game. Mr. Maniac, congrats on a really great season, brother. I know that one didn't go the way that you wanted to. Just give me your overall thoughts on how that one played out.
Yeah, I mean, Dwayne was, he was on his game, and I drove down the field and got the first score. I think we both kind of exchanged punts, I think, to start off with. I'm not sure, man. There was so much going on after that and stuff that I kind of forgot the first drive or a couple of drives, but I do know I got on the board first, and I was stopped him the next drive, and I thought maybe if I could get a score, kind of put him behind the 8 ball, and Allen did miss a couple of throws and a couple of drops in key situations, like on the third downs. It kind of killed me on some drives. It just kind of killed the drive, and so I gave it back to Dwayne and McMillan. Man, that dude is just he is a beast. I'm shocked that I kept him to just 6 yards a carry, but he was a monster, and his defense. He fooled me a couple times on the what I thought he was in, and I thought maybe I might have a guy across the middle, and Overshown, man, was just right there to pick the ball off, and he was just beasting there in the middle of the field. If I limit those, maybe get a couple of third down situations, get me in the field goal range and stuff, might be a little different story, but that is the way the football bounces sometimes, and I'm gonna have to send Allen to quarterback school in the off season, work on some of those short passes. Man, he bullets those things so fast. He he overthrows his receivers a lot. So, man, it was a great game. This is the first OMFL bowl game I've been in since Madden 20. So just to get back and
hell yeah,
have it competitive was awesome. So.
Nips, I want to come to you in just a second. I got one more question before I do that, and I've got some other follow-up questions. You talked about that very first drive. It was a great drive. It was a textbook drive. You established the run. You were kind of picking them apart. You ate up the entire first quarter. You ended that drive in a touchdown. But after that, you really got away from the run. Was that a plan of yours? Was there something that you seen on tape that made you feel like you needed to attack him from the air, or did you just kind of get away from your own game plan after that first drive?
I may have got away from him a little bit. I've kind of watched his last game, and I know seemed like in the second half, going in the second quarter, he plays a lot of man defense, and I thought, well, maybe if I could, because I felt like he was kind of keen on my run then after I established it really well, so I was going to try to throw a couple wrinkles in. Again, there was a couple passes in that drive that we're talking about where Allen just totally missed a wide open wide receiver. So I mean, and then I get myself behind, second and long, third and long. I got to pass then, pretty much. And so, and then as that happened, then his next drive, he goes down the field, gets points. Then I believe right before halftime is when I threw the pick, but I lucked out and didn't lose any points on that because he didn't have any timeouts left, so kept that one from costing me too much. But that second pick I had, man, that was a big costly pick for me. So, but I really wanted to get the run going again. I tried, and it seemed like his user linebacker and also his D tackle was just kind of schooling my guard on both sides, and it seemed like he kind of knew what sides I like to run to, and I'm sure he probably scouted me or had watched some of my games and stuff. So he was kind of moving his D tackles around. So I was trying to account for that and change up some plays, but man, those D tackles and that front seven of his was just later on in the game just really kind of controlling the line of scrimmage, only giving up a yard or 2 yards here. So it was just kind of a tough sledding at that point, and I kind of got away from it once he kind of established the line of scrimmage for himself. So if I had to go back, I'd probably maybe try to stick to the run just a little bit more, maybe throw in a draw or something here and there. Out of like a shotgun play or something like that, maybe kind of throw him off. But man, he called a great game. I can't take nothing away from him.
Only Mr. Maniac, Coach Maniac, can answer 6 questions with just one question. Mr. Nipples, what you got for our guy?
To be honest, he answered all my questions.
Yeah, mine too. I'm like, well, that was going to be a question. Well, that was going to be a question.
No way
that was going to be a
I was
question.
hearing all the answers. I was like, there's no way he's answering everything right now. No, but joking aside, I just want to say I'm happy that you finally made it back to MFL. I believe you belong to the OMFL Bowl. You held D Wayne to 24 points. So even though you did a couple turnovers, I think you did like 3 in total, you still held D Wayne to 17 points. I know that it said 24 at the end, but it's actually on my mind 17 points. So congratulations, to be honest. That is an amazing game. I just have the one question. Why you play so much zone defense when it was not working for you?
I really wanted to play a little bit more man, and I tried to, but if you notice, like on that second drive where he drove down the field and got a touchdown, it seemed like every time I was in man, especially in those third and longs, he scrambled with the quarterback and got away. So I was trying to adjust a little bit. I'd go zone and put a guy that was in the zone and a spy every once in a while, just trying to throw him off because, man, Dwayne, he is keen on using those legs. And I mean, I can't take it away from him because, he kind of knows when to use it and when not to use it. And the one time I did use it, I fumbled the ball. I was trying to get the first down and slide, but it was just a little too far with 4 guys in front of me. So that was kind of funny though. But yeah, that was kind of the only reason why I went a little bit more heavy zone. I was trying to mix in some spy just to kind of keep him from scrambling because, man, that was a couple of key third downs that he got first downs on. And that one run, I think it was like 30-yard run with Dak, so that was a killer.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, congratulations. I'm really happy again. It was a heck of a game, really fun one. You are the team to beat on the AFC, so you are the one that we have to go through now. So again, I will see you in the next season if I play my games. But yeah, no, I will. I play all my games.
Yeah, you did good this year.
They cannot kick me out. They cannot kick me out yet because I play all my seasons.
You did good this year.
But I'm happy for you, Maniac. You deserve it. You deserve it. It was a great game.
I appreciate it, buddy.
I'm not done with you yet, so I got a couple more questions. Nipples and I talked specifically about that first drive where he gapped you a few times with Prescott and how that may affect some of your play calls. So to hear, Coach, that affected some of the thoughts as that game progressed was really, really interesting. I would point out, though, you held him after that first drive. It was not till that second drive where he kind of started to burn you a little bit. Now, Coach, you said that you seen something in some of his last games where he's playing a lot of man defense, especially in the second half, and that made you want to attack him. But we've seen you really trying to attack both the middle and with drags. And again, neither one of those brought you success until we got the Levert play really late in the fourth quarter, which, was again on the outside. You wasn't even in the middle of the field. So what made you continue to try to attack Overshone and attack the middle of the field and try to hit him short when it wasn't bringing you a lot of success?
Well, like during the season, I've thrown quite a few like in routes, and those have been kind of like the plays I've been comfortable with and stuff. So, but I was trying to that play that I actually scored with my wide receiver. I always call him like Chevrolet or whatever, Cabernet or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, that play, I was kind of trying to set stuff up, but I kept Allen kept missing some of those easy throws too, and so I just kind of I kept forcing some of those inside throws, and of course, I was trying to keep up with not trying to target tight ends and running backs too much and stuff like that. So I was trying to spread the ball around, but those type of plays, I was trying to set him up because he was being so good with his user in the middle of the field. I was trying to get him to bite up and thinking I was going to keep going to that. And that one play did kind of open up for me on that outside. So that was kind of the game plan around that. But again, it didn't quite work out. Again, Allen, I think, he missed a couple of key third downs in those situations that were kind of like wide open on some of those throws, and then I had a couple of key drops too. Guys just kind of dove for the ball and different things like that. But like I said, man, Dwayne he's such a good play caller and stuff, and so it's like the mastermind that Dwayne is. I'm kind of like the new guy back on the block in the bowl game, and I'm trying to maybe almost overthink things too much, trying to set things up or maybe make him think, and then he's not thinking about that because he's thinking about something else that he watched on me. So anyway, it's just all part of the chess match. But yeah, that was kind of the thinking on some of those drags and kind of establishing that middle of the field. But went to the well too many times, and it cost me on a couple of those picks. So
I got two more questions, and then I see Dwayne's in here, so I want to get him interviewed so he can go get some sleep. But there were several times here where I wrote dropped interception from the Bills. There was a play on Dallas's third drive of the game from the 23. You ended up holding Dallas to a field goal where he would go up 10-7. You had two drop back-to-back interceptions there. That was followed by the fumble by Parsons, where you were trying to you didn't dive or you didn't slide. You were trying to get the first down. That one ended up not coming back to haunt you. But then again, on Dallas's sixth drive of the game from their own 21, the very next play on first down, he does a play action. And number 3 for your team just drops the biggest in his hands interception. What do you think about your team just dropping all of these interceptions? I don't think they held on to any today.
Yeah, and that was one of the big things. Like, if you notice, like the last game, I guess they picked themselves out of interceptions out of the AFC Championship game because they had like 7, and so I guess they used up all their hands or whatever. But yeah, all I could do is kind of like down my head because that one pick that you're talking about, that was a pick 6 because there was nobody else in the way for him to run into the end zone. So it was just one of those. I had been calling a lot of nickel up to that point, and so I threw in a 46 defense on that particular play, and I went man cover one robber with that guy underneath, and man, it hit him right in the hands, man. It was just stone hands, but that was a pick 6 that could have been, but it didn't happen. And a couple of those other ones that you were talking about, I was all like, oh, I seen it coming. I was like, this might be a pick. And no. But yeah, so some of those things, man, you just hang your head on, hang your head and then just got to pick your head back up and try to get going again. But that was an intense game. To try to outthink and outmaneuver Dwayne, and man, he was just solid all game long.
Last question for me, and then we'll let you go. There were two kind of back-to-back weird time clock situations. One on the 4th and 3 where Nipples was like, do you think he's going to go for it here? And we had the delay of game. We're assuming, Coach, that you just couldn't call a play, or did you let the clock run down and Dwayne was just a nice dude?
No, I was actually, because I've not been in that situation a lot of times. And so I was all like, can I go for it? I think I can go for it. Can I go for it? And then so I was all like trying to scramble, look on the Google Doc, and about the time I found it, the clock went 0, and I was like, oh man. So I was just still gonna have to go for it anyway. But Dwayne was nice, and he declined it, so I was very appreciative of it. So, yeah, my net was great. I mean, I didn't have any hiccups, so I was really pleased with how my net performed. And yeah, that. that was all from me trying to figure out if I could actually go for it. And so I'm so thankful to Dwayne not accepting that penalty. So he's a great guy.
Nipples, I told you, he was way nicer of a guy than I would have been. Last question was just around that next drive. So Levert scores the touchdown. You pull it within 3. We got a ball game. Dallas starts their 8th drive of the game. Wilson gets a big pass down to the 42. They started that drive on the 30. He gets it all the way down to your 42. And then there was this weird sequence on a 3rd and 1 from the 8. McMullen gets it, bounces off like 6 tackles, gets the 1st and goal, and you decide not to use any timeouts here and save them. What was the thought process there of why you were trying to hold on to those timeouts? We thought for a second you might have been waving the white flag.
No, I was trying to be strategic with my timeouts, because I was thinking, like, if I could keep them kind of the same situation. And again, I didn't use my timeouts way into my drive going down the field when I had the opportunity to take timeouts. And I know Dwayne took another one. I don't know if he was just trying to, get his guys a little break or whatever and stuff. But my plan was to kind of get in that position like I did and kick the long field goal, and then hope and pray I could play a stout 3 plays on defense with my last timeouts to possibly get another chance for like a Hail Mary or something like that. So that was kind of the thinking. So I don't know if it was the right thinking or not, but so I tried to at least give myself a shot, even though I wasn't waving the white flag. It may look like it, but no, I wasn't.
Well, look, it was a game of inches. That 3rd and 1 from the 8, McMullen, like he did all game, bounces off several tackles. Your onside kick was right, like you were inches away from being able to recover that. An amazing season by you and your Buffalo Bills. I can't wait to see what you do in season 112. And we'll see you again here soon on Press Pass Live and the draft that's coming up. So thanks for an entertaining game, but a really great season from you, Coach Maniac.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate all you do.
Thank you, Maniac.
Coach Maniac. And now let's bring in our OMFL champion for season 111. Coach Dwayne, is this your 5th, 6th, 7th? What is this?
Can you hear me, Nate?
We can. Is this your 5th, 6th, 7th? What is this?
I just know for sure it's my 2nd with the Cowboys. It seems like it's been a long time. But I can't recall it offhand. I got my little trophy set up there at the top. Janice says I'm way too proud of them. But yeah, it was a hell of a game. I couldn't ask for my going into strategy to work any better than I wanted to, and everything kind of went my way. And Maniac still was 1 possession away from beating me. So you kind of got to give a lot of credit to Maniac and the perseverance he showed in that game. There was no quit. And I kind of figured that's what he was doing that last drive. You see a lot of teams, save those timeouts and try to get that field goal and then try to get the onside kick. And this is the first Madden that I've seen in a long time where I've seen quite a few onside kicks actually happen. So I kind of seen his strategy going with that. And but yeah, he fought to the end. So I mean, you got to give a lot of props to him and the Buffalo in that game.
Coach, let us in on some insight. How did you game plan this one? What was the game plan?
Well, I give Maniac a lot of respect on this one. He's one of the few ones that I studied a little bit of film on him the last couple of days, and that was his only downside of letting me go all weekend without playing him. And so even tonight, me and my wife, I had to give her a little credit. We were watching him and Denver's game on my TV in the living room. And so I just kind of picked up a few things that he liked to do, and I kind of picked up a few times that I might be able to get pressure on him. And I know he likes to attack the middle of the field, and I prefer to use that middle linebacker. And I like to, especially a fast, hard hitting linebacker like Overshone is, and like those 2 interceptions we had that he had thrown across the middle. The first one, it's just a drag route that came across, and Overshone just had the speed to make up for it, and that ball just kind of hung there long enough that I could make a play on it. And the second interception, it's kind of funny to go back and look at it. I don't know what I did at the line of scrimmage, almost like I tried to press with my linebacker. He lunged at the snap, and so I was late getting into my zone. And it actually almost baited him to throw that because I was so late into my zone. And Allen just threw a bullet. Instead of, if I think he had any error on it, he might have went over it. But I just studied some tendencies he had, and not all of them paid off. My game plan, like I said, going to that one was, just especially after that first drive, Jen actually stayed up a little bit with me and watched it. And I told her, I said, not many people get an 8-minute drive on me to start the game. I said, that's a little demoralizing. And because he just kept making first down after first down after first down. And it was a hell of a first drive. And I just kind of had to stay, steady in my game plan, which was just don't give him anything easy, make him work for it, and hope at some point he makes a mistake. And, y'all talked about a few minutes ago, the turnovers I got, he, kind of got maddened out of. That pick six was very sure going to be a pick six on it. I didn't put near the zip on it I wanted to. And a couple of his receivers dropped passes that were just those ones all you can do is shrug your shoulder or throw your remote, depending on how you want to react to those. But it was a hell of a game. And I know it probably wasn't as high flying or high scoring as a lot of teams are, but that's just old school OMFL football of two guys who like to control the ball, like to play good defense. And I know, like I said, I know Maniac, he studies this game and he knows tendencies, and it's not really easy to, it's not real hard to know that I want to run the ball. And if you can stop the run, you put me in a bind. And luckily, like y'all said, McMullen and Elliott just kind of bounced and bounced and bounced their way to the end zone all game.
Nibbles, I'm going to toss it to you next. But before I do, Coach Wayne, you were minus your big play wide receiver in this one. And instead, you had to turn to Cooks, you had to turn to Tolbert, you had to turn to Wilson a little bit. But really, it was your running backs that took this game over. And McMullen just couldn't go down. It looked like Zeke had turned the clock back to when he was 25. How did you get so much out of your running game today?
Well, I have a couple big formations I like to lean with. When I say big formations, like just big body formations, and it's one of those ones where I think Maniac knew that I wanted to come out and run the ball in those formations, and I just kind of challenged him to stop it, and he did a couple of times. I think he had 8 or 9 tackles for a loss, but for the most part, I tried to keep him on my toes with that, and losing Lamb, it really sucked, and it was such a fluky play last week, trying to beat Meek, and how competitive that game was. Inside the 5-yard line, I tried to hurdle to go in the end zone. I've had a couple good hurdle animations this year, and I was like, well, he's so tough. I got to try to score here. And no joke, he got hit sticked, broke rib, he's done. And I was like, oh my. And so I go into the game with Cooks, Burks, and Michael Wilson, who I picked up for agency earlier this year, and Tolbert is a 4th receiver, and then Burks gets hurt on like the second drive. And he has a stud cornerback who pretty much locked Cooks up all game. I drew up a couple plays where I wanted Cooks to get deep, and there was no separation. And so I really had to lean on the running backs, and they did well for me. I had one really long run with Prescott to start the game, and they just kind of leaned on them. And like I said, if I just hope that Maniac would make a mistake at some point, because he had way more firepower than I did. And that's not just on the field as a passing coach. He's a better passer than I am. And I just had to hope he messed up at some point.
Coach Nibbles, what you got?
Wayne, bro, congratulations. Finally, you're a champion again. So happy for you. Question. First quarter, 2 minutes left. Maniac already went for a touchdown. He got basically the whole quarter possession. Did that change something for you, or you just were like, nah, this is just another game for me?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was completely set on it. My game plan was I just ride it out, and my mind kept telling me that, just keep playing. At some point, he's a passer. Maniac loves to pass the ball with the quarterback like he's got. That I hope he just makes a mistake. But that first drive really made me think. It kind of puts you back on your heels a little bit. And then I went 3 and out, or I don't say I'm 3 and out. I did get the ball cuts the 50-yard line, and they actually gave me the option to kick like a 62-yarder, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna play the field position game, and we'll just keep playing like this. And I had a second thought come across how easy he drove down on me, and I just tried to stick with it, and like I said, hope that he made a mistake, and he finally did. and that's all I can hope for.
Also, now talking about passing game, I see that you pass 18 times with Prescott. For me, that's not usual for me to see 18 on your end, especially in the ball. Is there something that make you change to pass a little bit more, even because 18 for you is like a lot? 14, 15, a little bit less or low. Did you have to change some stuff, or is it because you wanted to trick Maniac to thinking that you were going to run all the time?
I could tell you if I had CeeDee Lamb, I'd have thrown probably more. He did. I watched his Denver game or against the Browns, and he has two outside linebackers who are just studs. And I looked up, I've kind of went through his roster last couple of days, and I've seen a lot of their abilities on those two linebackers were outside runs. And if they get certain stops, certain stuff, their X factor or superstar abilities take over. And so I really tried to avoid the outside run because of what their abilities and how they were built. And so I tried to keep everything inside the tackles. But if I'd had Lamb, I promise you I would have passed more. He's one of the few ones I think he's open. I can get him open at some point anytime. But I really had to try to pass the ball to keep Maniac honest because he kept creeping guys up, and I don't blame him. He wasn't doing anything malicious. He was keeping, I would say he kept 7 to 8 guys in relative position to the line of scrimmage, and he was daring me to pass the ball, and I got lucky like that last one with Wilson. Wilson made a play for me. I got lucky Tolbert made a play for me. And like the one play I tried to call a screen pass one time, and I don't know if you could have read the play better than Maniac did. I honestly thought he was going to intercept it. I was happy with the 5-yard loss. And so, he made me pass more than I wanted to with this group. They're just not – I don't think any of my receivers are better than any of his corners. And luckily I could run the ball. And don't get me wrong, I would have loved to have passed and made it a little easier because it's not fun grinding down the field. And I'm happy the way it ended up, and I'll be glad to have CeeDee Lamb next year back, and I won't hurdle nobody anymore.
Well, brother, congratulations. I don't know what exactly you fed Elliott because me and Nate again were super surprised with him. Every running back, McMullen was 6 yards average. Elliott, I think, was 6 over as well. Even Prescott long run. You killed it in the run game. I'm happy that you're finally back to the football. And once you get the trophy, let me know from where exactly Nate got it so I can get one for me.
Well, I appreciate that. That's why I always tell you that you're my second favorite nipple.
I like that. That's funny.
I'm sorry, I can't put you over Jana, but you're my second favorite.
Sorry, Nate. I love
that makes me want to ask her why.
I almost cursed. I'm so sorry, buddy.
That makes me want to ask why Jana's only got one nipple, but I'm not going to touch it. Zeke Elliott averaged 8.2 yards per carry. I got two more questions for you, Coach, before I let you out of here. The first one is LeVert scores the big touchdown on the 4th and 3. Their 7th drive of the game. We were dwindling down to under 4 minutes to go. LeVert, 4th and 3, catches the big pass, breaks a tackle, and just outruns everybody. I'm thinking off the top of my head now, I tossed a rule at the board that they shot down of if there's ever a breakaway where you're the last player that you can switch and go try to make a play because the CPU never seems to. That would have been big there, but you couldn't do it. LeVert outruns all the CPU players. What was the thought process coming back from that? It was your 8th drive of the game. You found this is the drive that you ended up scoring, 3rd and 1 for McMullen from the 8. He breaks it through, gets the 1st and goal. He scores it there at the end of the game there. But the big play there was Wilson pass down to the 42-yard line. What was just your mindset coming into that last drive of the game? What are you thinking? How are you wanting to attack Buffalo?
Well, to even go back a play or two before that on that Leverett. I don't know how to say his name.
I don't know how to say it either.
But yeah, that one play, it probably wasn't my smartest play ever, but I also felt like that was going to be my knockout punch. My front four they've got a ton of pressure all night. I think Parsons and Lawrence were in the backfield more than I could ever ask for them to be. And so I said, well, I'll just man up, send 5 people, everybody be one-on-one. And Lawrence did break through, but it was such a quick route. He got it off and he broke away. And honestly, my CPU made a play. He broke the tackle. And but going into the next drive, I said I had to have 7. I don't want to give 3. I said, Maniac, if you give him the slightest bit of hope, I think you're in danger. And I said that. I talked to a few people in the OMFL for this game. I said the most dangerous thing you can give Maniac is confidence and momentum. I said you got to put Maniac out early and you'll have him. But if you give him any sense of hope, he can be really scary, and he was. That last drive, I just wanted to grind it. The Wilson one, I honestly just wanted to make a play. I was actually looking for Cooks on the deeper route, and whichever corner, it was either, I don't know if it was Maniac or that cornerback actually just dropped back to the deep route. So I dropped underneath. Wilson's a big body receiver. He's not very fast. If it had been Lamb or something like that, I might have been able to keep going. But I got lucky that I just kind of read that one block down the field, and it got me in a position where I got pretty comfortable. But even get down there in the red zone, I was going to go. It was 4 downs. Within the rules, it was going to be 4 downs down there. I just didn't feel like I could trust, going up by 6 on Maniac. I felt like I needed to get a touchdown, and that was just my mindset that whole drive. Is just really just not to let him, to make it a 2-score game and don't give him any hope per se.
Last question for me, Coach. Overshown, he's going to be our MVP, so you get one little XP for that. He had 3 tackles on the day, 2 interceptions, but really the story was he completely shut down the middle of the field. You were shooting gaps. No tackles for loss, at least recorded through Neon Sports here, but it seemed like you were shooting the gap through some run games, keeping them to sharp minimum gains, but really shutting down the middle. Just tell me a bit about his play, your play, because you were using them, and how you really took away the middle of the field and how you felt like that shaped the game moving forward.
With Overshown, he is fast. I mean, he's like low 90s, the way linebackers are made nowadays. And my biggest worry was him getting that rushing game on the outside. And if anybody watched my game, I almost always game plan inside rushing. I'd rather you try to bounce it out and beat me than just run up the gut all game. And I watched Cook tear apart the Browns last week on the outside. And so I honestly played a little more conservative with Overshown against the run than I usually would. I usually would try to just shoot a gap and a gap and a gap, and I did try to tread it to maybe a few times. If you've seen, I try to just get him to cut back in. I'll take a loss and get 6 or 7. Him get 6, 7 yards, but I can't let him turn that corner and get a long run. But that middle one, I usually try to man up on the running back or play that middle zone. But Maniac is so good at playing that middle zone, like picket passing in that middle area. Not many people really want to, because it's so dangerous passing inside the hash marks. But it's so rewarding when you get those passes. And it's nothing. It just kills a defense to get picked on those 15-yard in routes, post routes, angle routes, which I don't know if he actually ran anywhere, but anything in the middle. And so I really do try to keep my zone in the middle with Overshown. And the first pass, I played that one really good. The second one, like I said, Allen just laid it. If he had any error on that one, I probably don't make that interception. But Overshown is just such a big player for me, and he's one of the main reasons why I didn't bring that linebacker import over, because I knew Overshown was going to be good, and I felt like I could only use one of them. And so I just kind of stuck it out with Overshown, and it worked out well that I brought over the running back, McMullen, who has played really well for me, and then I get to use her Overshown. So it was a great OMFL Bowl. It feels good to win one again. I hate it was at the cost of Maniac, losing, but he played a great game, and I mean, Maniac really can't, scoff at anything this season. He had a great season with that Bills team, and I'm sure we'll see him back in the AFC, playoffs, making a run next year.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Wayne, congratulations. And we'll actually see, hopefully, both of you for the draft, even though you're not a drafter a lot. Usually you got to work and you're not around for those drafts, but we'll definitely see you on Press Pass Live. Congratulations on winning OMFL Bowl number 111, the first of Madden 25. Congratulations to you and the Cowboys. I'm pretty sure we'll see you again next season, bud.
I appreciate it. Had to redeem for such a real life Cowboys season. It feels good to see a Cowboys win for once.
Well, I am just duplicating what the Saints are doing with my number one draft pick in the entire OMFL. Still makes me sick to my stomach, but congratulations. Nipples, close us out. Give us one final thought. I can hear your energy. I know I'm losing you, so give us one final thought to wrap up OMFL Bowl number 111.
Really fun game. Really a refreshing one, I will say. An entire NFL playoff. MFL playoff, refreshing, seeing a new teams that were not in playoff in a long time, and as well in the OMFL, new teams that were not in the OMFL Bowl in a long time. So really refreshing to see these. A lot of good games. Great owners. Close game regardless. Excited for new season 112. Again, Dwayne and Maniac are the team to beat. So it's going to be a fun one to see who step up in the next season. I'm excited for season 112.
Me too. I couldn't say it any better. I will not add to it. We do have an abbreviated business season. You guys voted for it, so I'm giving it to you. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to go get ourselves into re-signings because the guys are waiting on me. Nipples, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being on the bowl game with me. Congratulations to my two Press Pass Live brethren, Mr. Dwayne and Mr. Maniac, on 2 amazing seasons. And now we all get to hit the reset button. There's something refreshing and new and exciting about like the draft and like what players am I going to get and what do they look like and how am I going to build my team. There's just something a lot of fun about it. So before we know it, we'll be sitting right back here on Thursday night doing a draft. Make sure that you come hang out with us. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one. You matter to me. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. I love you. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Smash that like and subscribe.